Well, I don't mean to come on here immediately and, just start saying what is already obvious and what is already a fact, but PlayStation fanboys are still as retarded as ever. And in this video, I'm about to explain why. PlayStation fanboys, out of all of the console fanboys out there, these dumb motherfuckers are the most annoying, the most pathetic, and downright retarded fanboy you could ever come across. But we have exclusives. We have God of War. We have Spider-Man. We have Last of Us. You all want our games. You're so desperate to play our games. You want to play our games. You're jealous. If us Xbox players are so jealous to play your overrated ass exclusives, then why is it that us Xbox players are sitting here and enjoying our console while you guys go on every social media platform, which you probably have, and just talk about your dumbass exclusives? Like, these motherfuckers go on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, like they have every social media platform, and they just go on there talking about the same dumbass thing, making the same post. We have this exclusive. This PlayStation exclusive is so good. This one is so good. The Last of Us 2 is so good. PlayStation exclusives are some of the most overrated games ever. Besides Rockstar's games, okay? Besides Rockstar's games, I'd say that PlayStation exclusives are just as overrated. And they are overrated by the PlayStation fanboys themselves. I mean, PlayStation fanboys going around saying that, like, Sony's exclusives are the best games ever made. Instant 10 out of 10s. You can't even give your own favorite game a 10 out of 10, let alone a fucking PlayStation exclusive. But that's the thing. Everything Sony makes, everything they release, everything that they shit out into the PlayStation fanboys' mouths, it's an instant 10 out of 10. All their games are amazing, their consoles are amazing, all their products are amazing. Oh, and whatever Xbox does, Xbox bad, PlayStation good. PlayStation fanboys will not see their own reality. So instead, they'll make their own. They don't want to hear what is fact. So instead, they will hear their own bullshit. PlayStation fanboys are sad, pathetic losers. They are losers. All console fanboys are losers, okay? I'm just saying PlayStation fanboys are just worst. Okay, I feel bad for the Nintendo fanboys because Nintendo could give a two shits about them, but these PlayStation fanboys, they act like even Sony cares about them. Our exclusives are so good. Sony's games are so good. The PS5 is the best console. Bullshit. Bull fucking shit. Sony is ripping you guys off. But these PlayStation fanboys don't want to realize it. They know that they're being ripped off, but they could never admit that. That would burn their pride. That would burn their pride. That would burn their pride so quickly if they actually even admitted it themselves. Or maybe they're actually just so damn delusional to the point where maybe they don't realize it. Maybe PlayStation fanboys have actually finally lost just enough brain cells to actually think that Sony really cares about them. That's fucking sad. That's absolutely sad. And also, not only that, but if everyone who doesn't have a PlayStation is so desperate and so jealous of all of your exclusives, what do you have to say to a person who doesn't have a PlayStation and has no interest in buying one? What do you say to them? Are you just gonna say that their interests are bad? Are you gonna say that they're bad because they don't have a PlayStation and don't want to play your exclusives? I mean, there are hundreds of thousands of people here who have a different platform, whether it be a PC, an Xbox, or a Nintendo console like Switch, and they don't even have an intention to buy a PlayStation or an intention to want to play any of your games. What do you say to them? If everyone is so desperate and so jealous to want to play all of your so-called best games ever, best exclusives ever, then why didn't they buy a PlayStation yet? Why is it that there are people who have stuck to their favorite platform or their preferred platform and still haven't brought a PlayStation just for your so-called amazing games? And not only that, but these PlayStation fanboys go around acting like their exclusives are some kind of one of a kind game. Like they're the best games ever. They're better than all the other games. God of War and Ghost of Tsushima are third person hack and slash games, but are they the only third person hack and slash games? The Last of Us is a survival game, a survival horror game. Is it the only survival horror game? These PlayStation fanboys act like their exclusives are the only good games in the genres that they are in, when really and truly they're not. And they also act like everyone wants their games. Unless everyone, and I mean unless everyone, wants to play your games, you have no fucking right to tell me that I want to play your games and so does everyone else who doesn't have a PlayStation. And like I said earlier, if us Xbox players are so jealous of all your exclusives, then why haven't we brought a PlayStation yet? Why haven't we brought one, and why are we playing it? Because if you're really jealous of something and if you're really desperate to have something, desperation will get to you and it will make you do it. So if we're so desperate and jealous to play your exclusives, then why have we not only brought a PlayStation yet, but why are we actually enjoying our console? Meanwhile, you guys, like I said, go on every social media site and just brag about the same thing over and over and over again. Look at us, we have exclusives. Our exclusives are the best games ever. They're all 10 out of 10s. They're all the best games ever, and everyone else wants to play them. Bullshit. Bullshit. These PlayStation fanboys think that either everyone is the same as them or everyone has the same opinion as them. I'm not saying PlayStation exclusives are bad. I'm saying that they are not so-called 10 out of 10s like these PlayStation fanboys want you to believe. And that's another thing. If PlayStation fanboys are not coughing up complete bullshit, then they are coughing up stuff that is ignorant to the point where you think they are trolling, but really they're not, and you realize just how pathetic and retarded these people are. PlayStation fanboys are not only delusional, ignorant retards, but they will also lie about 50% of the shit that they say. They lie about the so-called criticisms and bad things about Xbox, and they lie about how good their exclusives actually are. But IGN said they're good. GameSpot. Do you honestly believe that IGN actually really gave your games a good score? Do you actually honestly believe that IGN gave The Last of Us 2 a 10 out of 10? That game was horrid. That game was actually trash. Like I said, I'm not saying PlayStation's games are bad, but The Last of Us 2 is actually garbage. Okay, that game was actually bad, and so was the first one, because the gameplay was boring as fuck. Do you honestly think that IGN actually gave that game a score of 10 out of 10 because it was their own opinion? IGN is clearly on Sony's payroll. They also gave Call of Duty Ghost a good score, the worst Call of Duty of all time, and they said it was good. IGN will suck any of these developers' dick for a paycheck. So do you dumbass PlayStation fanboys honestly think they actually think your games are good? Do you? Are you that fucking stupid? Not only that, but PlayStation fanboys' criticisms for Xbox, they're not actual criticisms, they're excuses. Everything a PlayStation fanboy will criticize Xbox for is not an actual criticism. It's an excuse. It's an excuse to just say that Xbox is bad and PlayStation is good. They literally shit and criticize Xbox. They shit on Xbox and criticize Xbox just for the fact that it's Xbox. And since they're a PlayStation fanboy, they gotta shit on all the other consoles, and only PlayStation is good. Only Sony can have their dick sucked. PlayStation fanboys are the most pitiful, retarded, and downright ignorant piece of shits you could ever come across. Their games are good, but they are overrated. Okay? I'm not going to be an Xbox fanboy. I am not going to say that Sony's games are bad. But PlayStation fanboys going around acting like everyone wants them and acting like everyone wants to play them, and anyone who doesn't have a PlayStation is so jealous. They want to play your game so bad. They're so jealous. Bullshit. I have said this many times on my channel before in the past. Opinions matter, and everyone has a different opinion that makes them unique from other people that have their own unique opinions. But if a PlayStation fanboy is deluded to the point where they think that Sony cares about them, and ignorant to the point where they actually criticize Xbox with no actual real criticism, I'm not even going to try to explain what an opinion is to a PlayStation fanboy. That obviously doesn't exist to them because, like I said earlier, PlayStation fanboys will not see what is reality. So instead, they'll make their own. They do not want to hear what is true fact. So they will only hear what comes out of their bullshit-filled mouths. PlayStation fanboys are fucking pathetic. They are fucking retarded, and they are the worst, most cancerous fanboys you could ever come across. Most people just laugh at these guys, but these people are a goddamn nuisance. They are a goddamn nuisance. The fact that they go all over the place saying, but we have exclusives. Xbox is trash because we have exclusives. We have God of War. We have Ghost of Tsushima. We have Spider-Man. You could keep your web-swinging pussy boy. Do you honestly think I give a fuck about Spider-Man? Besides, we got Batman on Xbox. We got Batman. I don't even like Marvel. What do these PlayStation fanboys even have to say to someone who doesn't like Marvel? Huh? Oh, Spider-Man's one of the best games ever made, guys. It's a 10 out of 10. One of the best superhero games ever made. Yeah. Arkham City. Arkham City, yeah. Spider-Man's definitely the best game ever made. And also, not only that, but PlayStation exclusive games are also very generic. I mean, a game being generic doesn't make it a horrible game, it just makes it a mediocre one. But PlayStation exclusives are also very mediocre because they're literally all action games. They're all third-person action games. The only thing that's good about them is the story. But let me tell you something. If a game has shitty gameplay, but a good story, and you use that good story to say that that game is still good, even though the gameplay is shit, you are fucking pathetic. And this goes out to anyone, not just these dumb motherfuckers, but to anyone. If a game has bad gameplay that makes you want to stop playing, but oh, at least the story's good. Oh yeah, the story's good. Yeah, that game is good. Even though the game itself makes you want to kill myself, but the story's good. Yeah, as long as the story's good, as long as the story for a fucking video game is good. Yeah, the game's good. It's a great game. The gameplay is what you are going to be experiencing 90% of the time while you are playing that game. You absolute dumb fucking bitch. You dumb motherfucker, you. If a game has bad gameplay, the game is obviously shit. If the gameplay is bad, it's not a good game. Who cares about the fucking story? How are you supposed to even enjoy the story if the gameplay is bad to the point where you don't even want to play it anymore, you dumb motherfucker, you? And that is exactly what PlayStation exclusives are like. The gameplay is borderline generic. I think the only PlayStation exclusive that I actually kind of like was Ghost of Tsushima. God of War 4, it was alright, but I've played much better hack and slash games. Even the fucking Deadpool game was better than that shit. And that's the thing. These PlayStation fanboys will make up any excuse that they can to defend PlayStation and make PlayStation's games look great. But they will also go and make up any excuse to criticize Xbox. Xbox could go and do anything. They could release a new game. They can make a new feature for the console. They could do anything. But PlayStation fanboys will criticize it with no actual thought or any actual real criticism. They do this just because of the fact that it's Xbox, and this is what I mean. Their criticisms for Xbox are not actual criticisms, they're excuses. I'm not saying Xbox is perfect, but PlayStation fanboys have no real actual criticism for Xbox, especially if they go around saying that literally everything about Xbox is bad. Literally everything. I think PlayStation fanboys are actually mentally ill. I'm serious. I think these people have lost too many brain cells and they are actually losing their own minds, like the painter from the Layers of Fear series. Like, this is what I mean. They don't want to see their own reality. In a PlayStation fanboy's own little messed up warped reality, everything Xbox does is a failure. Everything they do, whether it's new games, new features, everything, it's an immediate failure, and Sony is still the best. And in their reality, everyone wants to play their games. Everyone wants a PlayStation, and everyone hates Xbox and loves PlayStation. That's what a PlayStation fanboy's reality is like. That's why they act the way they do. That's why they're so fucking ignorant and retarded. Because they have lost too many brain cells to the point where they actually are delusional. It's not a joke anymore. I'm not exaggerating. They actually have become delusional because they don't live in our reality. They live in their own reality. That's why they still think that their facts are true facts. That Xbox is bad and PlayStation is good. And that's not even mentioning the hypocrisy. The absolute hypocrisy. Back during the Xbox One and the PS4 generation, you ask a PlayStation fanboy, why do you hate Xbox? Why is Xbox such a trash console? They got no games. Xbox has no exclusives, so it's not a good console. Only we got the good exclusives. Oh, well, guess what? We got games now. Yeah, Xbox has got games now. No, so now what? How dare Microsoft buy Bethesda? Xbox is trash. They brought Bethesda. PlayStation buys studios all the time. When they do it, you praise them for it, and you would probably use that as another way to insult Xbox and call it trash. Look at Sony. Sony just brought another studio. Now we're gonna get even more great exclusives. Yay! But when Xbox does it, now it's a problem. Now when Xbox makes a move, now it's a problem. This is what I mean. Everything Xbox does, PlayStation fanboys will always criticize it. Whether it's a new game, PlayStation fanboys will go on the internet. Nope. Didn't see no reviews. They probably didn't even see the actual game. PlayStation fanboys don't even have to see Xbox's new games, but they'll still say it's trash. They don't even see the gameplay. They don't even see the reviews. They probably don't even know what the fuck it's called. They go online, IGN or whatever. Oh, Xbox made a new game. It's trash. It's automatically trash. Yeah, worst game ever. Worst game ever. Let me go play God of War and jack off now to Ellie and Dina having sex in The Last of Us. You people are fucking retarded. You people are a goddamn disgrace. I feel bad for you people, while at the same time I want to rip your fucking tongue out. If I could smack some sense into you people, punch some fucking sense into you people, I would. God forgive me, but I would kill one of you people. I swear I would. I don't want to hear your fucking faces anymore. I'm tired of you going around spewing your bullshit. I don't want to hear your bullshit anymore, and neither does everyone else. I don't understand you people. Instead of waking up and realizing that being a fucking idiot in life is going to get you nowhere, you mentally regress every fucking day. You fucking idiots. No one cares about your exclusives, and no one is buying your bullshit. Nobody wants to hear it. And in case you're wondering, well, what if their criticisms for Xbox are true? What if their criticisms are actually true criticisms? I have been an Xbox player since I came out of my mother's fucking womb. Okay? I've been an Xbox player since I crawled out of my mom's fucking ass. Okay? If Xbox had something wrong with it, I would have made a video about it and I would be telling you guys about it. I'm not saying it's perfect, but the shit that PlayStation fanboys will actually criticize Xbox for, it's a lie. It's a fucking lie. If they're not making bullshit criticisms for Xbox, whether it's about any of their new games or just anything they do, a Microsoft employee could take a shit and PlayStation fanboys will still criticize Xbox for it because everything Xbox does, everything Microsoft does, it's bad. They don't even have to see it. It's like they got this fucking spider sense or whatever. Everything Xbox does, it's bad. New game, didn't even see the game. Don't even know what it's called. It's bad though. Every new feature, it's a bad feature. It's not good enough. You people are fucking pathetic. And also the excuses. The excuses. Some PlayStation fanboys criticize Game Pass because it's too affordable. I'm sorry Xbox is not charging its customers $70+ for a game that you already brought on Xbox One. I'm sorry that Microsoft is not charging $70 for a game that already came out. It's just remastered now. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry Xbox is not doing that. And not only that, but everything Sony does, it's good. Everything Sony does. Sony censored a horror game not too long ago. They censored a horror game, and I'm pretty sure they're censoring a bunch of other games too, even though The Last of Us 2 was an extremely violent game. Even though it had plenty of nudity and plenty of gore, but all that's allowed to go through because that's a game that Sony actually publishes. But the minute another game comes, a game that's not published by Sony, if that game has lots of violence and lots of nudity, oh, it's getting censored. Everything Sony and PlayStation do, Sony fanboys will praise it. Whether it could be one of the greediest things ever, Sony fanboys will still say it's good, because it's PlayStation. Everything PlayStation good, Xbox bad. And we haven't even talked about what they say about Nintendo. PlayStation fanboys honestly still think Nintendo is for kids. Mortal Kombat, Doom 2016, and Doom Eternal, not to mention the older Dooms, two of the most violent video game franchises of all time, are on Nintendo Switch. Oh yeah, but Nintendo's definitely for kids. This is what I mean. PlayStation fanboys don't see their own reality. They don't see the real reality, so instead, they'll make their own so that way they can feel comfortable. So that way they can continue to listen to all their bullshit. You PlayStation fanboys, you people need help. You people need genuine fucking help. You people need something. You need something. You need to get laid or something. Actually, no. Who would fuck you? Who would fuck you? Your dick is probably smaller than the shrinking brain cells in your fucking head. You PlayStation fanboys can go fuck yourself. Fuck you. Fuck PlayStation. And fuck all of your dumbass excuses and your stupid fucking company. Fuck Sony too. You know what? I'm tired of playing nice. PlayStation 5 is a trash console compared to Xbox. Okay? We have better backwards compatibility. We got Game Pass. We got better games now. At least our games are actually fun instead of all the dumbass walking simulators you motherfuckers got. Same thing over and over again. Just an action game with the same stupid story over and over again. Same shit, different characters, different disc, somewhat different plot, but it doesn't make a goddamn difference enough. You PlayStation fanboys will continue to be more and more pathetic as the days go on. Meanwhile, my fellow Xbox players and my fellow Nintendo players and my fellow PC players, we get to enjoy our platforms. Meanwhile, you get to keep listening to your own bullshit and making yourself look like the retard you are. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My channel came back with a bang and I love it. I know I've been gone for a while, guys, but I've been going through some stuff, so my channel came back with a bang. I'd like to make a couple of shout-outs before I sign off right now. Just a couple of shout-outs. First shout-out goes to my boy, Frosty Jake. Go check him out on Xbox if you have an Xbox. He also has a YouTube channel as well. You can check out his YouTube channel. So yeah, check out my boy, Frosty Jake, and also my friend, Daddy Death. Yeah, this guy's a very interesting fellow. He also has Twitch because he's a virgin. So, yeah. If you're on Twitch, you're a virgin. That's certified. You fucking TTVs out there. Anyways, let me know, guys. What else do you want to see on this channel? More fanboy content or more reviews? I mean, I know you guys were hungry for this shit. Talking about PlayStation fanboys is a guilty pleasure, but hey, this shit makes me depressed, so I gotta take a break now. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. PlayStation fanboys, I can't wait to see your tears. I can't wait for you to add your contribute to my video by adding your salty tears. Obviously, this wouldn't be a true exposure of PlayStation fanboys if we didn't have their actual salty tears just running down on the comment section. So, PlayStation fanboys, leave your patheticness in the comments below so me and my fellow Xbox gamers and my normal fellow gamers, like, people who aren't dumbass fanboys, we could all laugh at you. Give us something to laugh at, PlayStation fanboys, because we need it. We need to laugh at your idiocy. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. This is Mr. Rage22 signing off. Bye-bye, guys, and have a good one.